Damn, just like that. Just like that. It's pretty cool, man. I love how it's all built into this StreamYard app. It's pretty slick. It's pretty slick. But we're live now.
I love it. I
We're
love
live. We're
StreamYard.
live. I need to. Oh man, he's yelling at me now too. 1 second. I gotta share my screen and all that jazz. But appreciate you coming on, Mr. Oak, Mr. Degreen Oak. Nice. I didn't even notice that.
I had to. That was funny. Yeah, thanks for having me. I'm excited. It's funny watching you every Wednesday night. I'll get ready. I get my little earpod thing in. I'll listen. I'm watching it. I've been doing it on my phone most of the time, and it's really difficult seeing what it is.
It's so tiny. Yeah, it sucks. Yep.
I don't know why they have it set up that way. You'd think they'd want to pop some color and some pictures really in your face, but clearly not.
Now that I think about it, like while I'm talking to you, thinking about it, because I could use OBS and just do like a screenshot of like a certain portion and just blow it up. So that's next time I'm doing this, I'll be able to do that. I'll be able to blow up certain portions that I want blown up.
The same section, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that would be nice.
I never thought about that.
It's just such a stark difference from PWCC. You know, when you did that on Sundays and it's like big, bold colors and black background and stuff, and then going to this, I'm like...
Yeah, this is archaic. It's archaic for sure.
Yeah, you got to focus.
Yeah.
There's some interesting stuff. I just threw in the Discord. There's a PSA 10 pack of Japanese fossil, and they've melted the pack with the Sonic sealer, but like thrown it out as a 10 anyway. They didn't like reseal it or regrade it or anything. You can see the Sonic sealers literally melted it. I've never seen that before.
That is pretty interesting. I'm gonna try and share my screen. Cool. See how this thing goes. Share screen. Go with this one.
Breaking Benjamin. Now they're saying I look like people.
Bam. Yeah. So let me see. I can make this a little bigger. Hide these bookmarks. How's everybody doing? Tayflosion, Swag Daddy. How you guys doing, man? Happy Wednesday. Hump Day.
Yeah,
have you ever bought anything off Heritage?
I don't think so. I seem to remember being on the auction earlier in the year, and I was chasing a couple of things that they had. I remember making an account and being in the auction, but I don't think I won anything. I don't think I ended up hitting anything.
Gotcha. There's a CDC 9.5 Expedition Charizard in the auction. I don't know if you heard me talk about it, but I had sold one for like $1,600 in Long Beach. So I'm really curious to see what it sells for. Hoping it went down. Probably.
Are we talking with subgrades?
I think this one and the one I sold has subgrades.
Okay, so you'll be able to compare them a little bit. Yeah. Well, that's exciting. See what that hit. I saw. I had a quick glance at the list. I saw there was a couple of German first eds too, kind of like what you played around with a little bit.
Yeah, but most of those I bought just to flip primarily. Not the fastest selling things. Let me be honest. It's been I've sold a few. I just sold the Venusaur this week, I think, but they're pretty slow moving. That's for sure.
You've got to know exactly what you want. You're not going to stumble upon it and go, "Oh yeah, I want a German like Bulbasaur or whatever."
Exactly. Yep. Yeah, there's Magic. This is probably the smallest Magic the Gathering block I've seen in like a month. It's almost over already, which is crazy. Usually there's like 30 items. So that's pretty generous of them.
Yeah, I did say on the list that looked pretty... How do you get back to the list? Is it just the part going across now instead?
Yeah, you can't get back to the list. Yep. So after it starts, it goes to this format. Yep.
Okay.
Oh, man. I thought German cards did good. I don't know, man. Like, not all the time. It depends, I guess, where you price them at. I'm doing buy it nows. Obviously, you could do auctions, but they're nothing like the French cards at all. Mertz is in the house. What's going on, Mertz? Hope you're doing well. DNA. Happy hump day.
I'm sad about Mertz. I was trying to get together with the Tampa boys, the West Coast of Florida boys last week at Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
My car's in the garage. I don't have a car to get anywhere. It's all jacked up. I got like an electrical problem with it, and they've been trying to fix it up, and they can't. I just can't seem to get an answer. So I didn't end up seeing him. He was in town last week, and I didn't even get to see him. I was so sad.
That's a bummer.
I had the same issue with you. You were in town, and we ended up not being able to.
You were sick, I think.
Yeah, I was a dog. I was so sick. It was just. Oh, I hate it. Like there's twice, two different people now have been in town, and I haven't been able to meet up with them.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna be swinging Orlando. It'll be interesting. It's that's gonna be a tight squeeze.
Well, you've got a lot going on. You got a busy time, so you got excuses.
Speaking of busy time, when's the due date? It's coming up, right? 3 weeks.
3 weeks today.
Wow.
So yeah, we're at the cusp.
You're on watch. It's basically full term now. Keep the phone on.
She had a scan thing today. One of those fancy scans, and they did the 4D thing, and you could see the face.
Oh, yeah.
First time I ever see the face, and they said that she's like almost 7 pounds already. So she's fully cooked. She's ready.
Fully cooked.
The
bun is fully cooked in the oven.
Turkey's done. Yeah, I'll have to get some pictures in the Discord when she pops at Christmas.
Yeah. You should live stream the birth.
Pokemon breeder.
Yeah, there you go. Yep. That'd be pretty good.
That's hilarious.
She'd be all right. She wouldn't care.
Love it.
Yeah, that'd be pretty hilarious.
Oh
man.
We got all the superstars in the chat watching.
Yeah, bunch of legends, man. Thanks you guys for coming out, hanging out with us. Yeah, it's always a good time. I like hanging out and just shooting the crap with the people. These auctions have been kind of like, I loved doing the PWCC one this past Sunday. It was refreshing because it seems every one of these auctions, you have a couple first edition base, a couple German cards, a couple packs, then you get into the jungle block, then the fossil, and it's like it's almost repetitive until you get past that. Then it kind of changes every week. Then you got now there's like legendary collection reverses, and there's some pretty good stuff at the end of this block I'm looking forward to. But yeah, it's pretty awesome, man. Appreciate you taking the time. Come hang out.
Oh, wouldn't have missed it. Not for the world. I actually, because I was looking at the list earlier, I was surprised at like the diversity, like all the different range of different things on there. Like you wouldn't think Heritage is like the go-to place for some of these cards I was looking at. Like I don't know who it is or why or like what's going on, but clearly there's sellers and buyers that are doing it and it's working. So
it's got to be, I don't know, man. It's definitely got to be a select few people because, like I said, there's somebody's dumping boxes in here weekly. Every week there's a new box. Base set 2, Fossil or Jungle First Edition.
Yeah.
Every week.
It's really interesting. I don't know if it's more the collectors in the realm, like, some of the old school collectors rather than, the people that are like more into Pokemon as such. Maybe they just collected Pokemon as, part of their card collections or steel collections or whatever. It's just one of the things, but yeah, I don't know anyone that's like a Pokemon collector personally that like sends to Heritage specifically, like for a reason. So I love it. I think it's super interesting.
There's some random stuff that, like, I don't know, I'm sure you've seen a few of them hanging out in the lives, but some like non-graded lots of common cards sell for ungodly amounts of money on here. It's stupid sometimes.
Yeah, it seems a bit wacky. I remember there's been a couple that you've talked on, and especially the lots. I think the lots have been the most surprising for me, some of the prices.
Yeah, it's crazy.
DNA.
That's pretty good.
These guys.
It's wilding out. Getting into Yu-Gi-Oh, huh? Shame on you. It's a bag, dude. It's a bag.
I just watched Pika Drew. Andrew, I just watched his video earlier. And he got, oh my gosh, I don't even remember what it was. Hang on. Let me see what it was called. That's going to drive me crazy. It was a Darkness Dragon art, like a Darkness Dragon card, a Yu-Gi-Oh card that he bought, and that artwork was incredible. It was like kind of reminded me of like an old school version of the Giratina that just came out, the old Giratina. It was like it looked really complex and like just like a powerful artwork. And I was like, dang, that's the first time I've seen a Yu-Gi-Oh card where I've been like, wow, that looks really cool. It's like a really cool artwork.
Light and Darkness Dragon?
The art was really dark. It was like almost all black. But he called it a Darkness Dragon. So I don't know. I'm sure there's different variations of it. Yeah, but that particular artwork, I'll have to see if I can grab the video. I'll link it for everyone. But yeah, that was pretty cool.
Oh yeah.
Are these the Germans?
No, these are shadowless. It's such a small picture.
It's tiny.
These are just regular shadowless, yeah.
Oh, that's much better. Yeah, there you go.
What it's for.
I don't know if we hit the German ones yet.
I think I might be able to like control up, zoom in real quick. 1 second. Scroll this thing. This is such an old system. I cannot. How much money they've pumped through this damn thing? Come on. Can't see those, but it doesn't really matter. I just got to scroll down to see sale price. So these are near mint 7 packs. I didn't even know you could get a 7. That's insane.
Yeah, that's probably one of the lowest grades I've ever seen.
Base unlimited, near mint 7s. I feel like it's selling pretty damn good, being 7s. It's crazy.
Was that 550 that finished at?
Yeah, so that's kind of annoying having to scroll down. Yeah, 660 with a buyer's premium, so 220 a pack, I guess, graded.
I don't think that's bad, even for a 7.
No, this is like damage packs, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I guess the main thing you're looking for is dents, right? You don't want to get too much dents and being thrown around on the edges.
Yeah.
Can't control centering really, so.
Yep. Exactly. Oh man. How's the turkey day, man? Get enough food?
Good. Yeah, I did a nice little 14-pound turkey, and I made a nice like a honey cinnamon mustard glaze for the ham. And roasted that. Yeah, it was pretty fun. We went to our friend's house, and we had a few people around. Pretty busy. Played a little game at the end of the night. It was like some pun game, and you have to like guess the pun of like a joke or something, and a lot of bourbon. The bourbon was flowing for sure. Took the Black Friday off and felt it in the morning, but yeah, it was a good time. What about you?
Yeah, it was the first time we've ever hosted in my life. We've always gone out of town to her family's house in Indiana or someone else's house. Our house was too small before we got this one, so it was nice hosting and cooking a turkey for our first time, and it was the juiciest damn turkey I've ever had in my life. So we did good. I was excited. Everybody
always says that's like the one thing like Americans always say to me about Thanksgiving is, oh, like I don't like the turkey. It's always dry. It's dry. I'm like, you're not cooking it right. If you cook a turkey, you roast it right. 400, slam it at 400, do 15 minutes a pound. You're good.
Yep. We rotated it like every 40 minutes. We actually took it out and I spun it 180 and The juices were moving around inside. It was perfect.
Perfect. It's so good. I love it. Yeah, that's good to hear. I'm glad you enjoyed that.
Oh yeah.
It's an important time to just take the day off and just do that. Just have a meal and just be with your people you love.
This just sold for $192. 4, 8, 10 slabs. That ain't bad. What was that, like $20 a slab? Yep.
8s, 8.5s, 9. Yeah, I mean,
it's not bad.
I think that's pretty good. We've got a few good prices, honestly, that I've seen so far.
Ooh, $129 jungle pack. Man, I can't wait till those. They need to be below $100. I can't wait till vintage packs are below $100.
I don't remember the last time jungle was below 100.
$240 base set pack. Hello? It was $220, I think. It was $660 for the 3.
Now, is this going, if you win an auction, what's happening to it? Are you instantly having to pay shipping at the end of the auction tonight, or can you vault it and hold it for a little bit? And
no vault. You got a week or so. And actually,
just decide.
Like I now, like the last auction I won, they shipped me my item before I paid. Like they'll ship it right away before I even pay. And I don't know if that happens after you build up a repertoire with them or what, but it's crazy.
I would imagine they have you selected as like a verified buyer or something, like some sort of status, like giving you a trustworthy status. Yeah.
Yep. Exactly. Peaked bullish on the Krillin head ass card I sent you. 100%. I'm gonna send that super ultra express $300 submission to PSA. That is the blurriest picture I've ever seen.
I felt so bad for Pete because I sent him a message apologizing. The Secret Santa, like I don't think we told anyone about you and I getting drawn, right? I don't think I told anyone. So no. I ran. Most of you guys are in the Secret Santa in the chat right now, but I ran like an algorithm software and just ran to like mix up the Santas. And when I ran it, Josh and we got picked for each other for the Secret Santa. I was like, what? Like, not just me getting picked for him, but he also got picked for me. It was like the craziest coincidence. And so I had to randomize us again with a new number and then reassign it. And Peak, unfortunately, got picked to be a Secret Santa for Josh, and he knows. And then I'll be honest with you, I forgot who got picked for me, so technically will be a Secret Santa. I don't even remember.
I know who it was. I won't spoil it. I just sent mine out today. Mine's in the mail on the way to the lucky participant.
Sweet. Yeah, mine should come Friday, and then I'm gonna get it straight out direct. The first of the month thing was more so because it's touching you first, and then give a bit of leeway. But there's a couple of people have messaged today saying that they're delayed just because of USPS being dog poop. So,
yeah, it's a crap show right now at USPS. Every November, December, it seems.
Yeah, I got a Christmas card in May this year from someone.
Yeah,
that they sent back in December. So I don't know what's going on with them.
That's insane. Philippe, what's going on, man? Oh, Derek Lavender's in the house. How y'all doing? Yours went out today. Mert sent his out. Appreciate you guys joining in on it, man. It's pretty awesome. Getting that. The Discord's pretty awesome. So if you're not in there, link down below in the description. Professor Oak's Discord, his YouTube channel. Go check it out.
Thank you. Yeah, it's I imagine it's probably going to be fairly big next year. We're probably going to have to have a bit of a more, maybe use a software or something, maybe a bit more of a plan. Yeah, like something a bit more like intentional about how it's going to happen. There is a way that there's a website that I found where you can basically buy it from the website and it will ship it direct to them, but it's not Pokemon stuff. So it's like I want to try and figure out a way that we could do it with stuff that we want to send, but still anonymously somehow. We'll figure it out. But yeah, this is a worthwhile investment for how fun it's going to be, I think, for everyone. Did you just bid on that?
No, I was thinking about it. It was.
I thought you clicked it.
I feel like it's not a bad price, but $400. I don't know. I didn't do it. I almost did. I'm gonna disable it so I don't. Not accident. That's happened before.
It's tempting.
This is where it gets juicy.
Yeah, especially when they're legendary collections. Yeah.
Yeah, they got some BGS cards in here, which is like they never do. They never do.
Oh.
Which is pretty awesome.
A lot of CGC.
Yeah, they're definitely in bed with them hard. They're some type of relationship because I know they consign stuff. They'll consign games, they'll consign cards, so everything goes to WADA for games and probably CGC for cards.
Is Water still pretty far behind?
No, they're definitely caught up. The video game market is still like plummeting. So it's interesting. It's plummeting, but there's still stuff that sells for 6 figures if it's that rare. Like there's still stuff that rare selling that.
The disparity is just grown so far, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah. So like I don't know, some of these games are probably really cheap now. The ice hockey is probably still about $1,000, but yeah, it's pretty crazy. Definitely glad I'm not investing, just kind of collecting the games I want.
Yeah, I mean, you never know. In 5, 10, 20 years, there really is no way of knowing. But if people are interested now, I have a hard time thinking people wouldn't be interested in 20 years.
Yeah,
it's not a fad. It's something like people talk about Beanie Babies and stuff, and like that was a fad. There was no previous connection that when they came out, oh, now I need that new Beanie Baby. That was just like a thing at the time. Whereas Pokemon and comics and games, stuff like that, there's a connection, and then they go seek it out.
Yeah.
At whatever period of time. So like now or 10 years ago or 10 years in the future, like someone's going to be looking for that thing that connects them back to those days. So I feel really good about the future of the hobby, just in collecting as general. I mean, you can jump on Heritage and see thousands and thousands of dollars being spent on a Wednesday night on random CGC cards. Like it's like nonstop. It's just an ever flowing, like revolving door almost.
It's pretty crazy. And Friday, their signature auctions. They do it Friday, like during the workday, which is like atrocious. I don't get it, but I would love to be able to live stream one of those because they got some banger cards inside of there.
Is that the bigger stuff? You mean?
Oh yeah. They don't put 10s in the weekly, and they got 10s inside of the signature.
Okay.
Some of these cards will like that Mewtwo that just sold for $660. That'll outsell some of the stuff in the signature. These are
just because of what it is.
Yeah. Like this one lot sold 2 of these 9s, went for $159, the Kadabra and the Executor. When I was at Long Beach selling these, like I had like 7s, and then I was selling them for like $50 a piece almost. These things sell like freaking hotcakes. It's weird that they lotted all those together, these 5 cards.
Do you think it's a seller or do you think it's Heritage?
Oh, it's definitely Heritage, yeah. I think they do it based on what they think the sell price is going to be.
Because PWCC told me that you can request things to be sold as a lot. I haven't seen lots being sold on there.
Not on PWCC, no.
But they said they can do that. They told me when I asked them about it. Because I asked why there's never any lots. But because of you, because of seeing you do these lots with Heritage, looking at these. And I asked them, I don't know, 2 or 3 weeks ago now, and he said you can request if you want. I was like, no, I don't. No, that's not what I'm asking. But, yeah.
It definitely, they always sell less every time, so I
Yeah.
highly recommend you don't. Just golden and heritage, they do a bunch of lots for whatever reason. They're lazy. I don't know. Like most of these, like the large ones, they're getting really lazy. Like where they have like the 16 hollows graded, they're not even doing back pictures. At least last week they didn't. It's like, come on, dude. Like, flip the freaking thing over.
Yeah, I don't like that. I've seen lots too where they've done the back picture and you don't know which one it is, so you have to actually look it up.
Yeah.
Like that's confusing.
What would you say a PSA 9 legendary reverse Ivysaur sells for?
God, I feel like I'm on one of DNA's games. 250, 3. I don't know what's a 9 at.
That's, I don't know, 155, 115 last two auctions.
Yeah, not 250 then. Wow.
So that's, I was wondering if this sale here was like cheap or not. I was 192 for both of these is not terrible. Not the worst thing you could have bought so far in this auction.
Yeah, I mean, especially if you're collecting, it's much cheaper than buying it off eBay.
Yeah, the only thing about CGC, man, they do not like surface lines and light scratches. You're gonna walk away with having some of those on these 9.5s, which is sketch. Not a big fan.
Yeah, it's what I think the biggest thing I've seen with the lower CGC grades, like way lower, is they seem to be much more lenient on lower grades than PSA. Like a PSA 3 or 4 could maybe get a 5 or 6 at CGC for some reason. Like I don't know how bad a CGC 1 has to be, but like it must have to be really bad, like really, really bad.
Tore up from the floor up. I think that the washing machine Charizard is a 1.
And that's pretty bad.
Went through the wash.
That's like almost unreadable. Like it's really, really bad, that picture.
Yeah, it's pretty rough. Basic trainer is not Charizard Santa. Sorry, man.
Zod Hunter really wants to know who his Santa is. His secret.
$75 super chat. We'll let you guys know who your who's the secret Santa is.
We'll
tons of value.
Discord DM you the answer.
Yeah, maybe. $75 is just a chance. Top 10 Pokemon made a nice video of the worst 2020 investments. 2020. Wow. It's a long time ago. Almost 3 years. I'll have to go check. Have you been keeping up with Rudy and all? I know you were in Dan's live stream today.
Oh yeah.
So I guess you're probably fully caught up. If you didn't watch any of the Rudy's videos, Dan caught you up pretty good there.
I've watched every one of them. Yeah.
Have you?
It was funny. A little dramatic, everything that's going on right now. There's a little bit of turmoil. I'm not sure what the future holds, but there's a lot of Magic fans. I don't think they're all just going to suddenly just give up. Like there's people that are very, very invested emotionally, not financially, but like really invested in the game.
Yep.
So, yeah, we'll see.
Do you have any Magic cards?
Yeah, but like maybe a dozen. Like I don't have anything. Yeah, nothing crazy. Definitely not any Black Lotus kind of stuff. Yeah, nowhere near that. It's actually pretty cool artwork. It seems when you open a pack, it feels like really serious. Like feels like professional and serious, and like this is a real like man's game. It's a real like an adult game. like an adult game, should I say, not necessarily man, but like it just feels like grown up, and it's very different feeling to Pokemon. Pokemon feels like fun and fresh, and like there's like an excitement of the artwork and stuff, and like I don't know, it's very different, but I like it. I don't dislike it. I like it a lot. So I could see myself getting into Magic if I understood it more. But every time I tried to understand it, I'm like, yeah, this is like crazy. The game's insane.
You've never played or sat down to learn it?
I played it on my phone. They've got like a phone app game of it, and I didn't have a clue. I just couldn't figure it out. There was so much happening, and I couldn't win anything. So I was like, if I can't win it on my phone on a stupid game, there's no way I'm going to win it in person. There's just no way.
Yeah, it's definitely intimidating because it's nice going. You get like watching some Echo-based videos. You go down, you can sit across from a 12-year-old, whoop that ass real quick. But when you go to a Magic the Gathering, you sit across generally from a grown man, and it's a little bit different feeling.
And that's not their first time doing it.
Yeah, exactly. You could play adults in Pokemon, but usually when you're going to like the Pokemon leagues and stuff, it's a little more scarce. I hope to go to more of those.
What do you think the the game part of it is going to look like for you? Is it like once you sign up, you're supposed to go every Thursday or whatever it is, like, or is it just turn up?
Yeah, you can just go whenever you want. You're not locked into anything for Pokemon League.
It's not like a football league or a soccer league where it's like you're expected to go there and be a part of it every week kind of thing.
No, nope.
Okay.
They'd like you to, I'm sure, because then I think you get prizes for the more people that show up. I don't know. And then they could run tournaments eventually, but when I went, there was literally 4 of us, so that was also the first time they've opened it since COVID, so it makes sense.
Yeah, I think we're pretty much back to normality now, right?
Yeah.
For the most part.
Knock on wood. Yep.
Dang, we got everyone. PK just dropped in too. We got all the Skippy's in.
You're bringing them all out of the woodwork. They don't show up for me. They're here for you, bro.
DNA's here, being a rock star in the chat. Everybody's here. This is awesome.
PSA 10 ultra modern cert numbers are probably smothered in grease.
Oh my God.
Professor Sycamore. Nice. I haven't heard that one yet. That's pretty good. What's going on, PK? I haven't got to the bottom of the chat.
Wait, is he saying that I'm old? Sycamore's the old one, right?
I thought it was a lady. Pretty sure it's a girl. I could picture the trainer card in my hand. I'm pretty sure it's a girl.
The one with the hair tied up. I get confused with them all. Hang on.
I remember this. You draw 7 cards. She's a solid 9.
I don't know if that's a girl.
No, what?
But I do look way more like Sycamore than I do Oak. Honestly. Maybe I should rebrand.
Is Sycamore not a girl, bro?
No, it's like a metro.
Oh my God. I always thought this, because this is the trainer card I'm used to. I always thought it was a girl. I've never looked at it close enough. Dang. Wow.
It's metrosexual is what it is.
Yeah. Reminds me of Dante from Devil May Cry.
Very similar. Yep, I could see that. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know what's going on with his belt thing there, but yeah, probably looks a lot more like me. I used to have long hair too, so I do actually look a little bit like him.
Oh man, we gotta see one of those pictures. Come on.
Juniper. I'll DM you.
I used to have the Bieber when I graduated high school. I was fly. I had a goatee when I graduated.
What year was that?
2009.
Oh my God. I graduated 2004.
That was a good year.
Yeah, some good soccer.
2004. God damn, so you're like 45 now.
Well, I graduated English graduation too. We grew up a lot earlier there. We were a lot younger. I had my own place when I was like 17. Like I had a job and my own place and car and stuff. You grow up a lot sooner there.
Yeah, I got my
the
first
most non-binary. That's apparently.
Yeah. What is it? 7 is the holographic. What are the Typhlosion? Typhlosion BGS 9.5 sold for $550. No
That's
10s,
strong.
10 corners. Damn surface, man. It's the damn surface.
Yeah.
There it is. On the block. It's already at almost about $1,000.
Okay, let's focus on this one. This is a big one. I really like this artwork too. It looks so much better in person as well. I saw one in a card shop and it looked so good.
It's got a 9 corners though. I think my subgrades were better.
Yeah. That's what I was saying. If you got the subgrades, I think that does make a big difference on there.
Oof.
Yeah.
It sold already. What did it sell for? $1,320. Yeah, I'd say I did a good sale for cash when I was in person. Not bad, not bad.
Well, like you say, you got those stronger subgrades. I mean, there it is. Proof is in the pudding.
Yeah. Oh boy.
Right, you PK. Are you bidding on this? 8.5.
Need that 8.5, bro.
It is a good Raichu artwork too. I do like the Expedition one.
Yeah, I do like this. Pretty bomb. Expedition did it right. Wish there was an Expedition Zapdos.
Yeah, that with all the huge yellow, like having a really yellow card, and then maybe like a big foil background and the yellow Zapdos, that would look really nice.
Yeah.
Would have popped.
How's the Pikachu collection going?
I haven't posted many mail days. Haven't been picking up much. I quite honestly, I really think prices are going to be a little bit lower next year. I think I'm going to be able to get a few things. Some of the stuff I've been looking at has dropped, but I still see it dropping each week. So I'm holding out to pick up some other stuff for a minute.
Yeah.
But also I'm spending thousands at PSA right now, literally. So when they come back, hopefully I can use that to sink into some cards. Just shifted focus for a minute.
Yep.
PK said 8.5s are what nightmares are made of.
Dude, PK, what the hell happened to that mother effing purple energy that Swami obliterated into Australia? Last time I saw it, he sent it to Australia.
I know where it is. You want to know where it is?
Where?
Right here.
About damn time somebody got it.
There's a little spoiler alert for the video coming this week.
Holy cow, that thing went AFK for like 6 months.
I know. I literally asking in a live stream the other day. I was like, yo, where is it? Like, what's going on? Where's this PK like sent this out? And it's been around town a little bit. And now I've got it. So I haven't opened it yet. I'm waiting. I'm going to do a little video. I bought my first ever comic that was like a Marvel comic, like a non-Pokemon thing. So I'm going to feature that and a couple of little cards. And then Ancient Mew sent me a pack of cards. We're going to do a little pack battle, I think. So I've got a couple of little things planned. Just need to get it done now. It's been a little busy the past few weeks. So this week I should be able to jump into some stuff.
Badass.
Yeah, I think they signed it, right? Didn't they all put signatures on it? So I'll have to do a little.
Yes, you'll crack it out and send it to PSA then.
Well, I'm gonna get it authenticated. Is what I should do.
Yeah, authenticate it, put it on your wall. The good deed ends here.
Yeah, I got a couple of different charities in mind too. I got to make my mind up on that.
Yeah.
The donation. I have have my signed Poker Knowledge Pikachu right at the 8.5, of course. Right next to your Squirtle just here that I need signing that isn't signed. I gotta sort that out. But we'll get that done. Oh, it's this Power Keepers.
About time. Damn right.
Yeah, he's like, where the hell did it go? I'm gonna move it real quick, PK. Don't worry. I got an idea of who I'm sending it to.
Back to Australia.
I'm sending it to Nostalgianomics.
What did the video today? It was pretty good, actually.
No. What did that Power Keepers just sell at?
504. 504. There was another 9.5 that sold.
I thought it was going to go higher than that. That's pretty good.
Yeah. EX Dragon sold for 840. Handful of 9.5s. All the 9.5s in CGC on here, though, that I've been selling, I don't know if they got a special grader designated for heritage bull crap, but they ain't things I'd be buying, that's for sure. They've been looking pretty rough.
I swear, those 9.5s that I bought without subgrades, or those Pikachus that I cracked, that were 9.5s, pristine. I mean, those things were like, they're clearly PSA 10s. There wasn't whitening corners like that and stuff. So I really do think it's down to the grader, like for that stuff, honestly.
Yeah, I think that's the issue right now at PSA. You just got a bunch of people that are grading the crap, and they're learning still. So you're getting a bunch of people getting wrecked when likely they're grading their cards right. It's just everyone's learning again.
Yeah. I wonder if they're still hiring. They can't still be hiring, surely.
I was just on their website and it said they're hiring graders.
No way.
I was going to look at like Glassdoor. I'm really curious what they get paid. Because you can there's probably people that have gone in and reported what they got paid and stuff.
I think it's probably one of those things where you come in at entry level, they're probably paying you 40 and you earn your crust once you can show that you can pass your QA, because their QA score, they're probably getting scored when they go through QA in some fashion. Like, did you grade it right? Did you make sure the card was right? You know, this kind of stuff. There probably is a QA system for the grader, not just the card. At least I have that, you know, with the department that I run. I have someone that QAs the team that does the work kind of stuff. And you either probably wouldn't make it very long, you know, you probably wouldn't be there a year, or you're going to make it a year or two and do really well and probably get rewarded, because that's the point where they need to hold on to you. It's a lot cheaper to give someone a raise than to hire someone new and train them. So
yeah,
I'd imagine it probably go up pretty quick. Yeah, Merce said 42. So yeah, I'd say they're probably paying them 40, and then they probably go up to, you know, within a couple of years, they're probably at 50, I would think, in the 50s, and then just up from there. But I wouldn't be surprised if some of their more tenured graders are, you know, pretty high up there.
Yeah, I'm sure they're making pretty decent amount of money to be grading the vintage stuff, like all the sports cards and all that crap. Like,
yeah, I mean, doing well. That stuff, you're not paying for grading, you're paying for their knowledge. You're paying for the database in their head, that they know what it is that they're looking at and what they're looking for, and variations and history and stuff. Like, you're literally paying for their knowledge, not necessarily what they do. So I'd be paying them. I mean, for the prices that they're charging and the profits they're probably making, like, I'd be looking after them. I wouldn't want to be concerned with staffing with that volume.
Yeah, that's what the company's called, right? It's the sports authenticators. They're not the grading sport company. They're the authenticators, and I highly respect that. So,
yeah,
that's why
it's grade all day, right? Anyone can grade. You could grade Like anyone could grade, but that's exactly it. You got to authenticate. You got to know what's what. You really do. And even with signatures, like those people, like you can use a computer and algorithm, but like you really need to know what it is that you're doing.
See a graduation pic with a Bieber cut.
I want to see that.
I don't know if they exist. I might have burned them all.
You go ask your mum. You got a dusty picture somewhere.
Modern Charizard here selling. Shoot. You got a Mewtwo. Look at this. Vending series coming up.
I like Mewtwo. How many of those sheets did you have? Those vending sheets?
I got the whole set 2 and 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
I remember you showing them. I couldn't remember which ones they were.
I have those I bought off Heritage, and I also got a full set 1, 2, and 3 from a collection I bought a year ago that is in the box to go to PSA when I decide to pull that trigger.
Well, I saw. I think it was Neo or someone was talking earlier about it being $15 special again for December for sports, but he didn't mention TCG. So I'm not sure if they're going to let us do TCG value through December. I think it'd be smart to do it, but I'm still in grading. Most people have had theirs back, and I haven't even gone to assembly yet for my special submission back in October. So I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, it seems just random. Literally, it's just they had a guy unloading the USPS truck with a shovel, and he's just dumping it into piles. Some people get them back in 2 weeks, and a lot of people are going to be waiting. It's crazy.
He was saying that people that are submitting like nuance cards and some vintage type stuff, that they're the ones that seem to be getting delayed the most. And mine has some pretty nuanced Pikachus and vintage stuff. So that makes sense. It just sucks that his reasoning was there's specific people, just like we were saying, that have the knowledge and the skills to like touch that stuff that's older rather than them. Yeah, like I submitted some stuff. Like I sent in. DNA sent me a Burger King Pikachu. Like I don't know if someone brand new would know how to grade like a perforated card, for instance. Like it seems simple to us because we know what it is, but like the technicalities of it for them and their standards, I don't know. So I think they're probably waiting for someone a little bit more experienced to grab a few of those things. But we'll see.
Yep.
I love this set, the Neo File set, right?
It says it's sealed, but it's probably not because I bought one sealed off of here, and it was like somebody had pulled back because it's just like the stuff you get off the Southern Islands Japanese set. I don't know if you've seen it before, but
World Collection too. 2010 World Collection. People say sealed, and I'm like, you literally can't seal it. It's not sealed.
Yep.
Same thing. Yeah. Are they the movie promos?
Yeah, these are the movie promos. A 5 on the Entei. It's pretty nice.
Mine got a pretty bad grade, I think. I sent my childhood one, and it didn't do too hot.
All right, I pulled up a picture. You ready for
it? Can you find it?
I don't think you're ready for it.
Oh my god. Let's go.
Holy cow.
I didn't think you were actually going to find it.
This one I got a hat on. The golden days. Look at that. It's covered up, but I'll find another one.
You're like such a baby.
Yeah, it was like 18. Maybe 17.
Yeah, you look really young.
I had facial hair though already. I was probably growing facial hair at the time of like, I don't know. I was like 12. I was growing facial hair.
Yeah, same. I started shaving when I was like 11, 12 years old.
I didn't shave, but yeah, my mom probably wanted me to, but nah, that ain't me. Japanese Southern Islands, nice.
I had to for school. We weren't allowed facial hair. I went to one of those schools where it's like in England it's strict, like you have to wear a suit every day and like be shaved and like do your hair and stuff and like yeah. Baby shoes. Literally.
Baby cheers.
You look so young on that picture. That was crazy.
I was fresh out the womb right there.
You're good looking though. I bet you got all I bet you got all the Professor Sycamores after you back then.
Nah.
Junipers. It was juniper, wasn't it?
Yeah.
All the junipers, that's what
I had all the sycamores coming after me, bro. Yeah. Yep.
Well, maybe that too. I don't know.
No, I was still playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Kinda. That was my passion.
Yeah.
Women were expensive.
Still are.
I got like 7 Amazon packages today. I don't know how they work.
Same thing. I love how it's like you see them get delivered, and then all you see is a pile of like those air pillows and boxes and like wrapping and stuff in the garage. Like they just throw it all in there. Like you figure that out. Like don't even tell you. They just like throw it in there with a big pile.
Yeah, that's exactly.
I wonder if Swami watches these.
This is the first time these have come up on here. I made a comment about them when I did like a sneak peek on this, and yeah, I have not seen these pop up on here until now.
Yeah,
PSA 10 though. Spider-Man only went for $70. Is that a 10? It's probably a buy. Oh, it was a 9. Yeah, you don't see PSA 10s come across, and these are like the first ones I've seen in a long time on this auction site.
Yeah, and they're not like ultra modern type stuff. It's stuff that's a little bit harder to get hold of too. It's interesting. Yeah. Spider-Man has a huge following, like an absolutely massive.
Oh man, appreciate everybody stopping in, saying hi though, hanging out. Hell of a night. Wednesday, man. It's almost Christmas. You get time off for the holidays, in addition to the leave for the baby.
Well, yeah, I'm just taking it. It just happens to coincide with it. I'm just taking like the parental leave thing. They've got some like special thing that they're doing where you get like a parental leave or whatever, and then some PTO. So yeah, I'll be off for 2 or 3 weeks. I'm actually thinking, if I could figure it out, I was actually planning today, maybe doing some daytime live streams because there's not a whole lot that happens during the day. And yeah, I'm gonna have a lot of free time, so I might play around with that a little bit, see if anyone wants to listen while they're working.
Oh yeah,
do it Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs style, and listen while they work instead of whistle while they work.
Yeah. My buddy, automotive industry is crazy for the leaves you get for having baby. My friend,
it is.
His name's Victor. He gets 12 weeks paid.
Okay, yeah, I get 3 days.
Yeah, and the women get 6 months. In my work, it's the same as you. I think I get 5 days, but similar. But yeah,
that's fantastic. I get 5 days, but they pay for 3. But I have really good PTO and really good benefits, like pretty exceptional. So like I'm not worried about it. It's just that one area, the parental leave part, that's not that great. So we'll see.
Yeah.
Oak, what do you do for work? I it's hard to describe. I essentially am like the FBI for like a really big website. Like I do like I stop loss and like dark web criminals, money laundering, basically any criminal activity related to a really big website. I run the department that like stops that stuff, stop the bad guys. I catch bad guys every day. Yeah. There's a lot of things in a lot of pies. That's what Mason loves to make fun of me because I talk about that a lot. But yeah, there's quite a few different things that I'm involved in with that, but it's fun. I get to stop bad guys. Everyone loves stopping bad guys.
DNA said you're a male stripper.
I'll probably make a better pole than the stripper. I'm too skinny to like show anything.
Oh god, that's good. DNA had a question, or not DNA, Ancient Mew. What's the biggest sub you all have done at once? I'll let you go first.
This one by far. Yeah. I had done a couple of years ago, I did a PSA sub for like, I want to say like 50 or 60 cards or so. And this last one was 133. So I almost doubled it on this last special in October.
Yeah.
But I sent stuff that I'd been hanging on with since PSA closed. So it's just like a huge backlog like most people had. I'd sent some $30 stuff, but most of the bulk type stuff I'd been holding out. Most of the stuff from me, like from my collection, a lot of Pikachus. There's probably 100 Pikachus, different Pikachus in there, like pretty big variation. So my set register is going to look pretty different pretty soon. It's going to be a little pumped up, hopefully. But we'll see if I might get ragged. I've seen a couple. I don't know if Tennis Wolf's in here tonight, but he had a little bit of a tricky time with it, and so that made me a little bit nervous on some of his grades he got back. So we'll see. I've seen others. I mean, I'll be honest with you, the last, I don't know, 5 submissions I've done, I think I've had 1-9. They've all been 10s. I've had really good luck. So I might be due for a bit of bad luck, or it might continue with my good luck. I don't know. I don't know what to expect. What about you? I know you've done quite a few, and you've done different grading companies too. So I'm curious what you've had.
PSA, the biggest one was probably only like 150 cards, and that was like right before the shutdown. But besides that, at CDC, I did like 520 one time. It was basically had to break it up into 2 because 400 was the max. So, but I was like $8 grading with subgrades at that time. Like that was when they were coming online, and 79% of them were 8.5s.
That was so weird seeing all those returns coming back from the CDC and just so many 8.5. It just felt so odd.
Yeah, I didn't. Odd. Yeah, that was my first full grading experience because I'd never got to experience PSA much before that because of the shutdown and they had my cards forever. So I didn't know what to think. I didn't think I was getting screwed at the time, and I was able to flip and sell graded cards in a time I couldn't do that with PSA. So in hindsight, it worked out because they weren't available. But yeah, it definitely, if I could have got PSA 10s instead of some of those cards, man, that would have been, I'd be chilling pretty good.
You know what's interesting too, with you saying that, I've been looking for Pikachus in old labels. You know, you covered it really well with the label process with CDC, but the old labels, I see very few like high grade Pikachus, 8.5s and 9s, with the possibility of me getting a PSA 10. You know, because that's generally what I'm looking for. Very, very few at the moment. I don't know why. Like they'll all be really current grades getting flipped on the market.
Yep. Have you ever looked at Diamond Service grading Pikachus to crack?
Diamond grading? No, I don't think
that's so. The one. I think that's Is that robo grading? 1 second. Diamond grading. So yeah, this one. They
okay. Is that the one you posted a picture of?
Yeah, it is. And but it's pretty interesting, like for cracking, because they do a pretty damn good job of explaining exactly where the damage is on front and back in all the different sections.
That's nice.
So I've been looking at that as a play for cracking some of those 10s, maybe for Zapdoses and stuff.
I am I'm unsure if that would be good for PSA prices, shall I say, because I think people like the grade is simple. There's very few half grades, and they don't really know. Like what you don't know don't hurt you, kind of thing. It feels a little bit like that with PSA. Like it's a 9, great, it's
Exactly.
a 9. That is what it is. I'm telling you, it's a 9. It's a 9. Whereas with some other grading companies, like it's a 9, but this is why, and why you probably won't get a PSA 10 because of this and that. So yeah, I like it. I like the transparency with it, but I don't think for PSAs, like their approach to grading, I can't see it being a successful change if they try to implement that.
I hope that, yeah. I don't think they ever would. I think they're more about the authentication and just slapping a general round number, and an occasional 8.5 will come out of them somehow, and everybody complains. But yeah, I completely agree. It's cool. It's a nice little gimmick, but I do show my screen here real quick. Just show you what it looks like. It's pretty interesting.
DNA said those diamond slabs are really difficult to crack.
Are they? It seems pretty girthy.
Wait, is that your actual card?
Yeah, so it's got card front image and back image.
Wow.
And then it breaks the front up into quadrants. So you got edge 1, edge 2, edge 3, edge 4. And it's showing like
crazy.
One little piece of damage here on the bottom edge, which I don't even see. So, but the centering's off enough to where I wouldn't send it to BGS probably, because like, I'd probably be wanting a 50-50, but it's pretty cool.
I mean, if that centering was on the Morg, that to me, that diagram looks black label.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yep. No, that's pretty cool. So
there's
that's
no way PSA.
Yep.
No way PSA are doing that right. Like they're not even internally even doing anything like that.
Yeah, I've been wanting to. I guess I'm gonna find out real quick if I can. Zoom in on the picture. It is not zoom inable. I got way too many things loading. The screen's jumping around. Oh, I can. So yeah, when you download it, it's not a bad picture. You just can't zoom in on the website for whatever reason.
That was really clean.
Get back to that.
Can you look at other people's? Can you
Tim Thomas is in the house. What's going on? Yeah, so when you're going on eBay, all the number you look up is on the front of the slab. So you just punch in that number, and it'll give you that info, which is what I've been doing, going through eBay, looking at some of the certs and just seeing if it's something I want to crack. But according to DNA, he said he cracked 3 of them, 1 successfully without damaging the card. That's pretty rough.
You don't watch my video on me cracking CDC slabs. It's terrible. It's hard. It's hard. Like I was pretty chilled out about it. I wasn't too worried. Like it's just a couple of Pikachus, but like if I was doing something like like you, a nice Charizard or something that has potential for actual money making, rather than just a collection piece, like I'd be taking it real careful, like really, really careful. Like I think I was using like a chisel or something. I was like using like a chisel and like some plumber's pliers or something.
That's pretty. I like my vice grips, but it definitely there's plastic flying everywhere. But I've never damaged a card. I don't think.
Okay.
All the times I've done it. So, but
I damaged 2, and I made them as donations to Ancient Mew. I actually sent them to Ancient Mew. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
You can't see it. It's very small damage, but like they wouldn't have got a PSA 10. So I was like, I ruined it. So he has them now.
Yeah.
Much better home. Was good chunk of money down the drain, but is what it is.
Exactly. Tim Thomas, you missed the entire mother effing auction, but so did I. Kind of. It was not that not a whole lot happening.
I see a gap behind you.
Yeah.
And then you got a real nice Zapdos picture. Go there.
I'm thinking a neon sign that just has maybe my poop logo with my name under it, but
Chef Kiss, that's way better than what I was thinking. How much would something like that be? Like that, I feel like you could sort that out. I don't know.
$250 probably, something decent. $300, $400, decent size, but
LED. Go LED instead.
Yeah. That'd be the way to go. But this is I use this background for when I'm working in Microsoft Teams meetings, but I blur it. It's all blurry, so I don't see. They don't know what's on my shelves and stuff. But having an uncut sheet behind me, it'd look kind of weird, all blurred out. I think, I don't know, because that's also something I was looking at. But
do you think that would fit?
Yeah. I got 4 feet side to side there.
Oh, it doesn't look that big. Like on the camera, it doesn't look like you got that much room. Yeah, you got plenty of room for like a big sign or something. Then yeah, that'd be cool having a logo. And you'd probably have a switch, right? You could just turn it off, turn the light off or whatever when you blur it. Like,
yep, exactly. Oh man, but I'm not gonna keep you too long. I just wanted to. You're glad you take the time to get on here, but we'll definitely have to do something maybe a little bit longer.
Yeah.
Oh, this is pretty awesome though. Appreciate you coming on, man. I hope appreciate everybody coming in and hanging out in the chat, and we'll definitely do some other live streams here, maybe coming up soon or something. But
sweet.
Got another person on my podcast having Retro come on for Thursday, so I'll be uploading probably Friday after that.
That way. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's been a long time overdue for sure. But
he's really fun. We had a fun time on the game night and stuff. Yeah, he's a really good guy. I'm excited to listen to that. That'll be good one. You've had some really cool people lately.
Yeah, no, it's been awesome, man. I got a list. I actually have it all written out on my sticky note, all the different names of who's on the list to do, and yeah, it's cool. I thoroughly enjoy interviewing people. It's fun.
Sweet.
Yeah. So, all right, guys. Appreciate you guys coming out, hanging out, but gotta go spend some time with the fam, hang out. But I'll talk to y'all later. All right.
See you guys.
Peace.